You're watching TVC Breakfast. The rising spate of kidnapping for ransom has sparked outrage among Nigerians who are now calling on the government to consider the situation a national emergency.
Well, the highway, which links Abuja to northwestern states, has now become a den of kidnapping.
Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai happened on one of the most brazen cases of armed robbery and kidnapping on Wednesday, where some criminal elements had held commuters hostage.
The governor was on his way to Abuja and driving in a convoy when he met the scene. Security operatives attached to the governor then engaged the criminals who fled into the forest. Let's get more on this rising spate of kidnapping. We have with us in the studio security consultant Oladeyinde Ario. Many thanks for joining us, Mr. Ario, at this time. Your thoughts now? We see a governor, walking in and seeing the situation, the reality of Nigeria now. How bad is it from your end? Terribly bad.
So bad that when your driver who came to pick me this morning called me, I had to track him to be sure it's from TVC. Okay, because I was invited to a station in Ibadan. They sent a vehicle, but I was cross-checking so that it wasn't the vehicle that was sent for me that came for me. People have booked for buses, for cars, for cabs, okay, taxis, and then the wrong ones go to transport to pick them, and it is that bad. But
so if you hadn't taken precaution, then anything
it would have happened. When the guy came, I was just asking, who is the head of your programs? Simple question, and it was blabbing. Sorry, I'm not following you. And he was smart enough to quickly go away. Call that person. You had the phone with you. Call him, but he said, no, God, don't worry, because he knew the game was up. It is that bad. You book a cab, you and I know the kind of vehicles that run these cab services. And a Jeep turns up. And I said, sorry, I didn't book for a Jeep. This is the number they gave me when I made the booking. It is that bad. Unfortunately, we are just a victim of technology. In my MBA days, I remember writing a paper on the murderous impact of technology. Now, if there are no telephones to call when you pick somebody, how do you get paid? How do you get your ransom and all of that? And the same technology which I expected now, Nigerian security organizations to have used in going after the kidnappers.
Which brings us to the issue of helplessness. There is technology to aid the search and rescue.
And these things, they don't cause alarm.
But why are we having delays?
That is a question I'm still waiting to have an answer, because if you make a phone call from here, easily the telephone company can track your location effortlessly. It's already installed. It's nothing new. A few years back, I remember those telecoms cooperating with the police to track calls coming from kidnappers. And they made a good job of it. But what now happened, I don't understand. Besides, the Kaduna-Abuja crisis point is a specific place, okay? If they cannot track them on land, why not do area tracking? Using helicopters and whatever.
So
and with drones and all of that now, they can easily destroy the kidnappers.
Well, the Air Force says it's still expecting, crucial aircraft now to aid its war against terrorism and, of course, all this security threats. But in the meantime, governors, of course, that axis appears to,
It's not only that axis.
Right.
I was a victim of the Benin-Ore road.
In fact, someone was saying all highways, in fact, appear to...
I have a farm with a friend somewhere in Delta State. I've not been to that farm now in the last 1 year. Why? The last time we tried to go, for over 3 hours, we were in the bush. Kidnappers, the bandits, they invaded the road, and we were running skelter. If you remember, there was a guy, the late Dr. Adinoye Ojo. He came up to Lagos for an event, going back to Kogi, and on the way, ran into bandits. He left his car, ran into the bush, where he was hiding. A truck that was avoiding the bandits went there and killed him. That was a high-profile Nigerian, wasted mindlessly like that.
And avoided. These are things that can be avoided. All right, Oladeyinde Ario, that will be all. We appreciate your analysis of the situation and what needs to be done.